So we were here today just to kind of follow up on the last video that we made for you guys, which was talking about kind of an introductory approach to improvisation, which I know is something you guys are excited to get going, especially the jazz band folk out there. So last time it was a very big picture, talking about like the overarching theory, and today we wanted to actually play a little bit and show you guys a little bit of like when we get a new tune, how we start to approach looking at what some of our improvisatory ideas might be.
Absolutely. So, and how that is for us is really down to the basics. Pretty much the first thing that you can grab onto as an idea to draw some inspiration from is the melody that already exists in the tune. First thing I'm going to do is just play you this head of Tasty as it is. So this is the melody of Tasty as I would play it in the band. You just heard the head of Tasty straight ahead. Now I'm going to do the head one more time. This time I'm just going to mess with the notes and rhythm just a little bit. Slight variation. So I already know this tune, just going to mess with the rhythm a bit.
Just give some tasty burger.
Now you'll see that sounded really similar to the head, but still I was adding a lot of myself in there, kind of just what I felt like doing with the rhythm. You've been hearing this melody when you rehearse it, when you practice it, when you listen to it over and over, so you've really internalized it. And if you want to mess with it a little, just mess with it just a little bit, and then kind of put your own spin on it. So that would be the melodic example. Now we also talked about doing a one-note solo. Now that sounds, maybe a little too simple or anything, but it's actually a great exercise for you to be really creative. With one note, let's think of what is possible. So we have articulation, dynamics, and rhythm. So now we want to maybe pick a colorful note here instead of our C, which is the tonic. So I'm going to pick the third, the E flat, and give you a one-note solo over that same bit of music.
Just give some tasty burger.
Now we're going to give you two notes. And what I'm going to give you is C and E flat. And yeah, we'll see what I can come up with on these two notes. Same deal.
Just give some tasty burger.
All right, I was getting a little creative with the octaves there, but that's fair game because it's two notes. Still the same notes. Now, again, I'm just kind of rapid firing these, but feel free to use any of these ideas as much or as little as you want. We'll do one more solo, and I'll kind of approach this solo sort of as I would if I were in playing a set in Beauty Slap. So kind of fewer rules, but I'm still going to draw my inspiration from the blues scale.
Tasty burger.
So here on that that solo, definitely heard a little bit of blues scale, little bit of rhythm changes, and you absolutely heard me quote the melody a little. So it's kind of tying it all together, couple little things all at once. So I hope that gave you some ideas on soloing.